Peace, peace, peace. Rami Salam El here. I thank you for joining us. Before I get started, I just want you to know I've already sent out positive love and energy and just amazing thoughts to you. So if you're watching this, it's too late. It's already to you right there, just like that. It's amazing. You just got to pay it forward. Love is the answer. We got to change it. We got to use alchemy. We got to change what's going on this planet because this negative energy is it's killing my vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of that. So we gotta change the vibe. We gotta change the energy. We gotta change the frequency, and we do that with love. And with that being said, let's get to the topic today. Some basic math. I was reading this book here, Stolen Legacy, and initially I was gonna do a video, talking about basically like why don't black people who embrace Kemet or ancient Egypt or Hotep niggas or blah 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 blah, why don't they embrace Moors? Because in this book here, where it's breaking down the Greek philosophy is stolen Egyptian philosophy, and that all of this is coming from Africa, it also breaks down that Moors were the custodians. I'll read it. The people of North Africa were the neighbors of the Egyptians and became the custodians of Egyptian culture, which they spread through considerable portions of Africa, Asia Minor, and Europe. During the occupation in Spain, the Moors displayed with considerable credit the grandeur of African culture and civilization. Schools and libraries established became famous throughout the medieval world. Science and learning were cultivated and taught. Cordova, Toledo, Seville, Saragossa, um, and from them arose the most famous African professors that the world has ever known in medicine, surgery, astronomy, and mathematics. So I was going to go on this whole, kind of spiel about, Moors willingly and always embrace Egypt in our culture, our, Egyptian or Kemetan culture. Why isn't it the other way around? But something just struck me about mathematics, and I wanted to touch on mathematics in a real simple way, because oftentimes we can try to get real complicated with it. But I wanted to break down how amazing math is and how amazing we can be, when we really just use math in our everyday basic life. And so with that, I already brought it up because I didn't want to mess up things here. We got the board. This is common sense math, and we are going to be breaking down slavery, black people in slavery in the U.S. And I wanted to start from 2017 because if you look at the 13th Amendment, slavery actually isn't ruled out, but I don't want to go by that because that's doing too much. So if you just Google when did slavery end in the U.S., the date pops up 1865. So that's the date we're going to start from. Boom. 1865. And what I got over here is black people suffered 400 years of slavery and oppression. That's something I always heard. Black people, we didn't suffer 400 years of slavery here in this country. We didn't build it, blah, 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 right? So 400 years, boom. So minus 400 years. That means that our slavery began in 1465. Just basic math here. 1865 was when slavery officially ended, minus the 400 years, which we say that we suffered, gets us at 1465. And then down here, I got a little graph, a timeline graph. I'm kind of raw with it, you feel me? But let's before we get to that, I wanted to bring it over here. And I'm on the floor because it's comfortable. And I don't have a school situation set up. So, just rock with me. But Moore's rule from 711 to 1492. So boom, that's another timeline. We got 1465 is when slavery began for so-called black people in the U.S. Moors, and you can just look this up if you just Google Moors, look it up in a dictionary. They usually give you the date 711 or 8th century 700s to 1492 1500, something like that. Boom. 711 to 1492. 1465 is when black people started slavery. So there's some overlap going on. So my question to you is, in a very humble way, this is basic math. You can do the math. I hope you just pause this video and do it yourself. But my question to you is, seeing this math and having done it yourself, could it be that so-called black people, even though as you can see I'm wearing black and my skin doesn't match and my hair is black and it doesn't match my skin, but never mind that, black people in the US, could it be that the same people that we are identifying as black people were actually Moors, and that when the Moors fell or when they got overran by the Europeans, they became enslaved prisoners of war, if you will, and they got branded as black, and then that's when this whole new timeline started. There's some little overlapping. Could it be? Just your honest opinion. Just think about it. And if there's a possibility, if it's just a small chance that it could possibly be the case, my next question to you would be, have you looked up the history of Moors? It's pretty amazing. Just saying. As black people, we say our history was taken from us. Could it be that this is the history? And then right in that overlap is where it got stripped from us? That's why during this portion of time there was reference to us as blackamoors. Maybe going from Moors to blackamoors to black. Let's thought. Much love to you. Keep shining. Man, do the research for yourself. Don't believe me. And look up Noble Drew Ali. That's my, if anything, above all, look up that man Noble Drew Ali and the information he put out. Thank you. Keep shining. Spread the love, because love is the answer. Peace. This boy is raw with it.